Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral Vision, and today we're taking a look at the Four Score for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Four Score is what is called a multitap. Now, with older systems, they often only had 2 controller inputs, and multitaps would allow them to play with up to 4 players instead of just 2. Now, what I like about this multitap is that it is simple, straightforward, no extra bells and whistles. It's just something that's easy to use and effective at what it does. Just has the 4 controller slots here. You get up and close. It has the option to go from a 2-player game to a 4-player game just by toggling it. And over on the right, it has a turbo function that you can press in if you want to turbo B, or press in if you want to turbo A. Now, you can't pick which controller those turbo fire options go into. If you have an auto fire on, then all of the controllers have that auto fire on. So that's a very slight drawback. As far as the design of it, it's pretty simple. It's wedge shaped. We can turn it around here. It's got little legs like most of these things do. And it's pretty basic and well designed. And the controller is actually really long, so even if you wanted to use this strictly as a cord extender, it would be a pretty effective use of this thing. Now, for 4-player games on the NES, there weren't many. There was only 24, or roughly 24 to my knowledge, and with each of those 4-player games, you would get a marking on the cartridge that would allow you to know that it would support 4-player multiplayer. And let me take this game, World Cup, Nintendo World Cup, look up close, and you can see 4-player game in the bottom left corner. So pretty much all the NES cartridges that supported this option did have a little indicator so that you could know if it was a 4-player game. Now, unfortunately, from a reviewing aspect, simple and effective doesn't really give me a lot to work with. But I will say the NES Four Score is the official Nintendo one, so that's kind of neat. There's actually another official Nintendo product called the NES Satellite that I will review later down the road that can allow for a multi-tap functionality, but I prefer this one because with 4 players and multiple wireless signals going at once, it can be kind of sketchy. So honestly, if you're going to be playing one of the handful of 4-player games on the NES, I would suggest picking up the Four Score. Later days.